Welcome to NBA 2K25. This is about maxing out your badges, and I got every method you need right here. Been a great year to start off with, and I'm loving NBA 2K25. So many great updates, changes, fixes, and additions that really make it a special year for me specifically. But yeah, so we want to talk about badges. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. We call it badge stacking. We also do a bunch of different methods that are really easy and simple. As you can see right there, I'm going to get blocks on defense. The way this works is if you're playing, for example, these street courts, you can go in and pick an opponent. And then you can make sure you match up with somebody small, which is going to let you block or steal from them a little bit better. And I bait them just like that, where I kind of let them get into the lane and I'll end up blocking them most of the time. Not all the time, but then I can get my badges for that. If I'm looking for steals, I would basically get to their side of their dribbling and try to steal it from that way. There's a lot of different methods, and we're not here to teach you all of those type of tips, but on defense, that's the way to do it. You're gonna bait the AI. They're not like humans. You can kind of just keep them doing the same thing over and over. If you choose to give them the lane, they'll take it. You give them an open shot, they'll take it. All of that stuff happens. So it's very important. But that's just for defense. We're going to talk about the offensive side and give you an example, a couple examples actually, of me actually doing the methods on the video so you can see it for yourself. So first and foremost, I was trying to do some alley oops for the most part, and sometimes I would just go for the dunk, meter dunks, so I can get posterizer. That way I can get that badge maxed out. There's a lot of different things. It doesn't always work out your way exactly, but you can do them consistently. So one of the best ones is calling for the pick and roll. Hit L1, pick the person you need to pick and roll, somebody with good dunking, and then you just drive towards their defender, and then they get the open lane. And it just makes life easier because in there I can get things like launch, like lightning launch. I can get unpluckable and different badges for myself, and then I can do the assist so I can get the badges in that way. And you'll watch and you'll see the badges just consistently roll out every single time as I play. So there's a lot of ways. So being able to do things like unpluckable and launch right away just from the defender attacking me. Now, as I drive, I'm going to go do an alley oop. It didn't work out that time, but that's an example of one method. And you can do this in my career and it's so much more. We're going to go in here and let you see a different visual so you can know what to do, where to go. So that's one method, but there's a lot of other things in the game. So, for example, I'm purposely just trying to trigger unpluckable handles for days, and I get a turnover. But the method is there, and you're gonna see me basically figure it out step by step. So there's a lot of ways, and you can do this in my career on Hall of Fame difficulty. It's gonna help you big time. As you can see, this one play right here. You're not gonna get them all, and that's why I wanted to show y'all. Just like sometimes you just really mess up. So in this play right here, I pretty much wanted to do all my dribbling and shooting. So I got cross launch and handles for days just from this moment right here. If you look at the top right, then I do a step back three, which is gonna activate Deadeye, Shifty Shooter, which is very important this year. All right. And so this is the type of things you want to do depending on what badges you need, of course. Very important. And I want to get into a couple things with the badges. This is just method one, and no matter what game mode you're playing. On my career, you go and you put it on Hall of Fame. And I got to give you a couple tips. So for my career specifically, going into your settings, making sure you have it on Hall of Fame. I mean, this shouldn't even be discussed. Damn, 2K, you trying to make me buy VC? What's going on? So Hall of Fame right here. Why? Guess what? It says I'm gonna get 150 my points. We do have a 90 overall method that we just uploaded. But then we have the Hall of Fame as well for VC. This is very good. And you can put the minutes up as much as you feel for the badges version of this. And if you go to my career, make sure you're going to the key games. Okay. The reason you go to key games is because you get more XP for that, and you basically are going to be doing better overall with that. So make sure you do that, and that way you'll be very comfortable. I have no troubles. So that's very key. And then I want to talk about a couple of other methods while I talk about this one and showcase some of my errors and some of my goods and bads, let's just say. First and foremost, Chris Brickley, if you don't know, this is in the court. You're able to get to it very quickly. I'll show you that on the map in a second. But Chris Brickley this time has a 4 times badge progression. Okay. He's going to let you run scrimmage or skills and all the stuff that he does that is very cool. But it gets very hard. On hard, you're going to have to really play against him and win. It shouldn't be that hard for you to score. If you can score consistently, you're going to win this. Okay. This is a straightforward thing, just a little scrimmage, 3-on-3, and you can get 4 times the badges. So you want to do this all the time. Okay. Whether it's the threes on the weekdays or on the weekends, it's 5-on-5. So make sure you do this every single time chance you get. This is a big one, probably the best one to the easiest, let's just say. And then of course there's Lethal Shooter, where you go and you can actually do a whole new thing this time. The reason I'm bringing this up, it has nothing to do with the badges, but it does. So with this, you can get 3 hot zones. The reason why I'm bringing this up in a badge video is because, yes, I'm gonna make a video about this stuff and help you, but really, it's a new system. You have 3 weeks that it can last. So I would say practice your shot. When you shoot 30 shots and don't miss, you're gonna win him. He misses about 3 per time, so it's like 3 out of 10. He'll miss at least 9 shots or so, but you want to be able to hit more than him. And it's a contest, and he's a really good shooter. So make sure you take your time and do that. And the reason for this is so you can have your shot hot zones everywhere. Me, I'm going in with no badges, just starting the game and doing this method, trying to do some lightning launch, trying to do some unpluggables and even handles for days. Look at this, getting turnovers. It happens, guys. And this is where you have to, you know, do your job as a player, sort it out. So for me personally, I just was shooting some threes. I was also wanted to get my 3-point swagger back, and just getting a rhythm. So lightning launcher, uh, dead eye, set shot. I mean, I had a bunch of them in that one play. And if you want to see, look, lightning launcher, handles for days, and then of course the ones I just named. It's all in there on the top right, and this is how you can figure out how you get it. And you can do the same thing in my career, any mode, even playing online with friends, you can do this and it works very well. If you wanted, you can get into just doing alley oops and things like that, which is always nice as well, in my opinion. Um, it's a good method to max yourself out and stuff like that. So defensively, like I said, you just lure them in and then you try to get steals or blocks so you can get the badges for that specific setup. Okay. Not a lot defensively other than doing that right there. And so you should be good overall, in my opinion. And again, just depends on you. But yeah, so that's pretty much the badge stacking system to be able to max out your badges extremely fast. I mean, it literally takes me a couple days to get to 99 with the method I have on the channel and get these badges pretty much almost full. Less than a week, definitely. And I don't play all day, like, 12-hour days in the game. So I think y'all should be able to do it if you have a little bit of time as well. And besides that, man, we got a bunch of new guides, tips, and tricks, and just fun stuff, man. I want y'all to just hang with me. So make sure you go check out those guides right now as they pop up on the screen. We appreciate you. Peace.